All right, man. Game Theory is going to get a new host, I believe. MatPat's stepping down. I was just taking a journey through time. We've been watching MatPat the first time I watched MatPat was like 12 years ago, apparently. And it's like, damn, dude, he's stepping down? Good. It's been 12 years, man. Let's hear it.
It's not clickbait. On March 9th, I will be hosting my last Theory episode.
Okay.
At which point, I'll be handing off the channels to someone else.
Okay. That's crazy to hear, ain't it? It's crazy when you say it and you put it on a video.
That's it.
That's crazy.
Send tweet. We're all done here. That's all you need to know, right?
Wait, he has a kid?
Oh, wow.
MatPat has a kid? I'm old as fuck.
Forgive me, by the way, if I'm a little bit more disorganized than usual. Normally, I would want to script out something like this pretty precisely. But with an announcement like this, I wanted to bring it back to just us. There's no one else in the room.
Only?
There's no teleprompters. There's no nothing.
I don't even know him.
This whole thing started.
I don't even know him. How old is he? He look like he's like 5 years old, man. I have not watched Game Theory in like 9 years, man.
And sorry that I keep getting emotional about this.
You're good, bro.
I'll try not to, but it's a big deal.
It is.
You know, like
this is huge.
if you think about it, this channel is Steph and my first child, really. Before we had Ollie, before we had Skip.
Who was Skip?
It was this. This was our baby. This channel has been going for 13 years. I think in total it's somewhere around like 1,200 theories. And only half of those are FNAF. Shocking. I know, we actually discussed it.
Bro, I remember every Game Theory video was about FNAF for one point in time.
That wasn't.
It was like 3 month span of nothing but FNAF videos, bro. I think that's when I hopped off the Game Theory. Like, it was cool. Like, the purple guy was like the last theory I saw. But the purple guy theory or whatever.
A literal third of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm going to miss you. I'm going to miss this. I value what we have here. I value this conversation, this openness, this relationship that we share. And I'm sad that I won't be able to see you every week. Which then I guess prompts the question of like, why? Why am I doing this now? Why am I making this announcement today? Why am I walking away from the channels? Well, to be honest, it was Tom Scott. You can blame Tom Scott. Tom just did his farewell video and I'm like, well, he was able to do it. I want to be able to fly away in a helicopter. Obviously, that's not it. But really,
the ability to leave.
Reasons for making this announcement.
The ability to leave and pursue other passions, bro. That's literally, I can tell by the way he's crying. He loves this stuff. But if you are ever going to leave and do something else, now would be the time. You're still young. I don't see a single gray hair on you, bro. You have your kid. You have your woman. You had a successful career. It was a great run with millions of views and fans. You did it. Why not pursue other avenues in life? There's more than just acting and video production. There's other things you might want to do, like travel. You can't just travel when you have something like Game Theory this fucking big. You can't just put it down and leave. I'm pretty sure he's looked over every single project since day one.
Announcement today.
Like, yeah, bro, you're a CEO.
Largely the same as
it's time to go.
Reasons, or Seth Evermans, or Captain Sparkles, or Papa Meats, or Stampy Longheads. Like,
all these people left?
Or Seth Evermans, or Captain Sparkles.
Captain Sparkles is retiring?
Or Papa Meats.
Papa Meats leaving? For now?
Or Stampy Longheads. Like,
I didn't even know Stampy still made videos.
There's a lot of these videos that are coming out these days.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot more happening throughout this year.
Because it's time.
This video.
It is time. It is time. 2024. Everybody can feel it. It's the time something different happens. Everybody can feel it. So yes, it's time for the old guard to step down officially.
For the last 3 years.
I agree.
We weren't sure it was necessarily going to be today. We didn't know exactly when it would fall, but we knew it was going to happen eventually. That's why over the last couple of years, we've been staffing up so much. That's why we partnered with a larger company to help.
Exactly. You grew it from a small company, and now you want somebody else to properly take over and take care of it. You partner with these guys for a long time. They know how you run the ship. you feel like it's time for you to walk away.
Run.
That's normal.
That's why we've been spending so much time outside of this box training up the team.
That's
doing
good.
The best videos that they can.
Yes.
Because we knew that we couldn't do this forever.
You can't.
We knew that honestly, we didn't want to do this forever.
Of course.
As I love you, and I love overthinking things, and I love theorizing.
You got your own thing to do,
I
bro.
don't love late nights.
Yeah.
I don't love the fact that Steph and I have been work first for over a decade, where I'm sitting down at dinner with my best friend, and we're talking about business logistics. Or we're talking about animatronic toes. I miss the days where I could just sit down on the couch with her and play video games, and it's not for content. Or I'm playing a game and I'm not thinking about what theories are gonna come out of that. I miss it. So that's a big reason. That was a big one right there. But also just the internet's changing. My life has changed in the last 13 years.
Of course.
I mentioned Dolly before. He's the coolest little dude, and he's getting older by the minute. And I watch him, and he is so much fun, and he is so much smarter than I was when I was his age.
That's scary,
he also probably
bro.
knows the FNAF lore better than I do.
These kids
which
are
is a problem
crazy.
that I should probably address at some point. But honestly,
That's kind of crazy, bro. Your kid literally likes FNAF, and then he watches your videos on the lore of FNAF. That's crazy, bro. What if Ollie? Bro, what if in 10 years he says, I'm going to update the FNAF game theory that my dad made 14 years ago? That's crazy, dude.
spend more time with him.
Well, by then it'd be like 28 years ago. Like 28 years ago, my dad made a game theory on Five Nights at Freddy's, and here I am to update it.
Sad fact of the matter is,
That'd be awesome.
I'm getting older. I'm 37 now.
Damn!
The other day, I actually had to Google my own age, and you know that when you have to start like doing math in your head to calculate how.
That's not good. That's absolutely not good. If you're using math to calculate your age instead of based off experiences or just knowing it, that means you put your life second. You put everything else first besides your own life.
You are over the hill, my friends. Though to be fair, to my credit, I think I'm like the only 37-year-old out there who has an unironic appreciation of Skibidi Toilet. Then again,
It's good.
Maybe that's the problem.
Skibidi Toilet's actually good.
Maybe that's not a good thing.
No,
And
it's good. Skibidi Toilet's good.
This is all about us being honest. There is a bit of a selfish side to this.
Of
When you
course.
think about it, there's only really two ways to step away from a YouTube channel. You either just decide the day that you stop uploading and you're like, I'm done, or you just keep uploading videos from now until the heat death of the universe, and you watch as your relevance slowly dies or your passion slowly dies. And for me and my journey in this place, I always wanted to go out on a high note. And when you stop and look at the last year, this has been the best year in the theorist lifespan ever.
Really?
No joke.
Really?
It is our highest view year.
Really?
It is the year where we launched style theory and immediately
Finally!
put our foothold
Finally!
in a year. It is the year where
Holy,
we launched
bro, game theory, movie theory, food theory. I was always wondering, what is the fourth theory? What is it in its style? And that is perfect, brother.
theory and immediately
That
put our
is
foothold in
perfect.
a brand new space. And
Yes.
that took off, and now we're
Yes.
one of the top style and fashion channels on
Yes.
YouTube. And
I don't
that
know why
kind
you're
of
showing me
makes the
stuff that's
trifecta
not
of, hey,
style.
we now have a top channel in four
In
different
four different
that are completely
categories.
different. And
Yes.
no other YouTuber really
None.
has ever been able to do it to that scale.
No.
It's amazing. This
Yes.
is also the year where I was able to meet you guys at our Broadway show. I was able to play at the PGA and show that, hey, YouTubers aren't particularly good at golf, but they can make your event relevant for like a couple of minutes. It was also the year that I got to host the Streamy Awards, and it wasn't cringe. I mean, to be fair, the Streamy Awards are always a little bit cringe, but it was the right amount.
I didn't watch it.
When I pull up videos of all my favorite creators and I watch them, and all of a sudden I start hearing people just casually dropping, that's just a theory.
It's just a theory, a game theory.
Now, this is just a theory, people.
At the end of the day, it's just a game theory.
That's just a theory. A Freebirds theory.
That's a good
Also, a
channel.
lot of lore.
I'm gonna name all the channels that I know that are
And all of a
good
sudden
from
I
this
start
selection.
hearing people just casually dropping, that's just a theory.
Yeah,
It's just
bro.
a theory,
I don't think I've seen this guy.
a game theory.
Now, this is just a theory.
I think I've seen her once She seems like a great
people.
At
channel.
the end of the day, it's just a game
We already know who Moist Critical is.
theory.
That's just a theory.
Now, bro, Shay Farellis, if you're interested in like cartoons and Pixar and stuff like that, he has like rankings and like synopsises on those things from like Star Wars to whatever the fuck this thing is from. It's like from one of those Pixar films I don't pay attention to. Like he talks about all of those.
Theory.
Yeah.
Also,
It's
a
good.
lot of lore.
That's Jaden Animations. Like, geez, this is a great channel.
So
I
if
don't
you're
know
a
if she
big
still
theory
uploads.
head, proceed at your own risk.
I did not know about this theory.
That's a theory.
That right there,
Yeah,
that is incredible.
that's you, brother.
That's the note that I want to leave on.
That's you.
And that's how you just know it's the right time.
Yeah.
All of those reasons coming together, saying, hey, this is the moment. And that's hard to say because change is scary. Change is hard. But sometimes the right decision isn't the easy decision.
Of course not.
The easy decision would just be to carry on doing this and do FNAF Part 332. But that wouldn't be the right decision. I think the best way to explain it is with a video game analogy. Feels appropriate, right? Whoa, it's game theory. Ha! Did it. Check the game part of it off. But the way I like to think about it,
Cringe.
Earthbound. I think I've made it pretty
Earthbound?
clear over the years.
That's
that
a good
is,
game.
Without question, my favorite game of all time.
It's a good
Sands
game.
Nest, all that, you're all familiar with that.
That's a good
But
game.
What you might not be familiar with at this point is how the game ends. At the end of Earthbound, after you save the world, everything opens up to you. You can revisit every single location that you've been to. You can talk to every NPC that you met on your journey. And it's this incredible moment as a gamer. You see just how many lives have been impacted thanks to your journey. And then after spending as much time as you want talking to all those people, you end up back home. You go back to where it all began, where you were just a kid waking up in bed and starting your adventure. And even though your mom's there and your dog's there and your weird telephone dad's there, it feels different. Like, sure,
'Cause you got
this is
on an
still a
adventure,
place
you
of
changed.
love and acceptance and comfort and security, but you just don't quite fit anymore.
Yeah, you've
You
gone.
just traveled
You've
the
done
world,
everything.
You made all these new friends. You are different.
You can't go
grew
back
up,
home. Yeah,
And your relationship to this place
it's different. Yeah,
evolves. In case you couldn't tell, I'm Ness, which I guess would also
That's
mean
fine.
that I'm also Sans.
that's fine.
But I was also Ness in the FNAF movie, which just opens up all sorts of weird canon. Slap a thumbnail on that one. So anyway,
The actual FNAF movie had MatPat in it, so he's an actor too. Well, I mean, yeah, he done stage plays.
there you have it. That is why I can understand. But that obviously begs the question of like, what happens to the channels? Well, for the next 10 weeks, we're gonna have ourselves a big old going away party.
Okay.
If Unis Honest taught us anything, it taught us that you probably shouldn't use urine for a personal sauna. But if Unis Honest taught us two things, one was to
What?
not soak in your own urine.
What is
but
Unis
two
Honest?
was to appreciate the time that you have left.
That's
So
all
why for the next
Markiplier.
10 weeks, we're gonna have a bunch of theories that are gonna be a lot of fun, revisiting old favorites, getting some closure on things. We're gonna see some familiar faces, a lot of awesome
Yay!
favorites.
Let's
Getting some
go!
closure on things. We're gonna see some familiar.
Gaijin Goomba and some call me Mark. Look, there it is. I already know, man. I haven't seen Gaijin Goomba in a long time, man.
Basically,
Rest in peace, Ronnie Edwards,
a
too.
lot of awesome.
Can't
stuff.
forget
What
him.
did we say?
Yes.
I think it's 9.
Digressing and side questing was some of the most enjoyable moments of the Game Theory channel, like the spinoffs, man. I really enjoyed digressing. You know what I'm trying to say.
And I think we counted that this week one. That was stupid of us. That, my friends, is how you wind up getting Wario being 10 feet tall. Mathematical rigor. Should have double checked the numbers. So I have 9 theories left on each of the channels, but we're gonna call them MatPat's Final 10 because that just sounds better. At which point then on March 9th, we're gonna have that big going away celebration, MatPat's Final Theory, and I just dust away. I stand astride my Music Man and I just whip a Nene off into the distance. But then something special happens.
Not the whipping
Do
Nene,
the channels
brother.
go away with me? No.
No.
Actually, I've always
Yes and no.
that
Yes and no.
can be a theorist, right? If you are passionate about a topic and you love to overthink it and over-research it, then congratulations, you're a theorist. And that could range from, hey, I
Anything.
have family recipes that I'm constantly looking to refine, to, hey, I want to create the perfect fantasy sports team. Because here's the thing, sports pros, at the end of the day, if you are in the statistics and numbers and doing calculations to see if your team won or lost,
You're a
just playing
theorist.
a glorified Dungeons and Dragons game. Hate to break it to you, you're one of us, my friends. And sure, Game Theory is a format that I created. It's a show with this very excitable host who makes a lot of cringy dad jokes and says the word lore a lot. But at At the end of the day, it's more than just the host. It is a show. It is a format. And in a broader sense, it is a state of mind. It's a way of thinking and approaching the world around you. It's more than just the host. And when you think about it, not a lot of YouTube channels function that way. We're special in that regard. Like, you're not going to be able to get another Markiplier stepping into the Markiplier channel. And you're never going to be able to recreate Jenna Marbles. And to be honest, you're never going to get another MatPat either.
No, you're
but
not.
You can have another game theorist. You can have another film theorist or food theorist or style theorist.
That's true.
I think in a lot of ways, we almost function kind of like the Doctor Who of YouTube.
That's funny as hell that he said that, because I wasn't thinking Doctor Who, but I was thinking more in the sense of you could treat this channel like a series when it comes down to having a host, right? Every big channel back in the day, they wouldn't just walk away. They just get somebody else like, Ray William Johnson, right? Ray William Johnson obviously was the host of his show, and then he kept trying to get different people in, but they just didn't fit because he was like trying to just put people in so he could leave. But what Matt's doing, he's literally coaching and trying to evaluate the members from what it looks like so there could be more. So I'm interested. Are they going to try and get a new host? I personally don't know if it will work to have one host for game theory. I feel like having a group of theorists would be way better, right? Because you got one MatPat who's been doing this for 14 years. I feel like having other people that are especially experts in different types of games could go a long way for game theory. Like having one person that's good at shooters and they want to talk about the theories of whatever shooting game, like Killzone or something, right? Because MatPat has been focused mostly on the children games. Like, let's not look at the old ones, because obviously the old ones are like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mario. Let's look at the latest videos. Five Nights at Freddy's, Mario, Five Nights at Freddy's, Bendy, Pokemon, Sonic. It's still the same shit. I ain't gonna lie. Pizza Time, okay. Okay, anything that's new and popping, okay, President's AI. Yeah, a lot of this that I can see is still like the kid stuff, still aimed at the child audience that's probably grown up. Hardcore Parkour was the most viewed video, a YouTube original. I think that had a lot of backing with YouTube itself. So Five Nights at Freddy's is what grew this channel, as we can see. And they're still doing Five Nights at Freddy's because they're still relevant. It's going to be an interesting way. It's going to be very interesting what they do with game theory. I'm not too sure what they could do with it.
As one host fades away, a new one
Markiplier project
in their place, and they're
exactly
able to
1 year.
Spin and
okay. And then they deleted the channel. That's crazy.
Of the different theorist channels, and so my
that's
era
actually
is fading
cool.
away, and someone new is coming in. Maybe this is the David Tennant to Matt Smith transition, right? That was a good, solid series of episodes right there. So who then is going to be taking over the channels? Well, I don't know if you've noticed this, but fewer and fewer of the words that I'm saying in any given episode are actually mine. If you go down to the credits, you can actually see in the description that there are certain names that have been appearing more and more frequently. Like, yeah, I'm listed on every single one as the writer because I touch every single script, I polish it into my voice, but in all honesty, the bulk of what I'm saying is coming from someone else. It's their research, it's their work. Why should they have to filter their creativity through my voice?
Because your voice is powerful. But yeah, okay, so those are going to be the new people stepping in. Let's skip ahead to the try not to cry.
If you stop me on the street, I still want to give those things to you because I think you'll like them. You matter to me. You are so important to me.
This makes me
Every
uncomfortable.
single one of those people who stop me on the street, it's an honor, right? It's interesting. Because of this whole transition, I've been thinking a lot about my time on these channels and the evolution that we've gone to together. In the beginning, right, I was kind of like the edgy older brother where I would talk about like, oh, did you know that Link
is dead? Yeah.
Jokes. And then at a certain point, I evolved into Dad Pat, right? I became a little bit more mature. I had the team around me. I had to be more careful about who I was saying was dead on a regular basis. Instead of talking about boobs, I ended up talking about Luigi's bulge. That felt like the right decision. At this point, I think I'm kind of evolving into a Grandpa Pat, for lack of a better term. And just like your grandparents, hopefully cool grandparents, but
it was
just
magical.
Like a grandparent, you don't get to see me all the time. And I don't get to see you all the time. And maybe we call and talk to each other every once in a while. But at the end of the day, that grandpa loves getting to see you. Maybe he shows up at a special event. Maybe he shows up at a holiday. Maybe he shows up at the Theory Wear fashion show. Who knows?
That'd be dope.
But he so looks forward to seeing you. And the love that he has for you, it doesn't go away.
The slow zoom in on his face.
He's so proud of you.
The slow zoom in.
And he cherishes the relationship that you've had so much. And he is so honored to be a part of your life.
The slow zoom
To
in.
have been a part of helping you grow and helping you experience the world. And he looks forward to seeing you at the next event. And if you see him on the street, we'll hang out. And hopefully he brings you cool, fun gifts. I know this is going to sound cheesy.
It is, brother. It is very cheesy, brother.
The internet will probably
Meme
me over
it.
the coals.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Crying for one, but
Nah, it's okay to cry. Dude, you know how many people cry on the internet, bro? You're good.
I do. You're not just numbers. You're not just ad impressions. You're not just merch sales. What you have done for me, and from everyone I talk to, what I've done for you, is special. It's special. When I was in middle school, I had this goal of making the world a better place because I had been a part of it. It didn't have to be big. It didn't have to be curing cancer. But I wanted there to have been a ripple impact. Just because I was there. Butterfly effect.
And you did. You absolutely did. Congrats.
We've done it. I think we've been able to achieve something great here. You have taken me on the wildest, craziest 13-year ride of my life. And I'm so grateful. So,
That's good.
Pat,
This is
sign out
good.
now.
This is good.
I'll be around for a couple more weeks.
This is good. This is good. You know what's great about it is because he's still in his 30s. He's still in his 30s, late 30s, but he's still in his 30s. He literally has the rest of his life to be like Adam Sandler and just show up to whenever and whenever. So congratulations, MatPat. You deserve it. Enjoy your last couple of days. I probably won't check it out. Maybe I'll check out like the final thing, whatever. But I'm just not interested personally in like the latest video. Like there's Five Nights at Freddy's, YouTube Shorts. Now this one might be interested. The YouTube Shorts algorithm is probably interesting. But yeah, these it's funny because if you have watched MatPat from the beginning and you still watch him it makes me interested to see, how have you turned out when it comes like to your personality and stuff like that. Watching this person go from like the edgy guy to the dad to like walking away from it all. Y'all let me know in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.